Figured I'd get my stained glass window in my video. Wedding gift. My mom loved it. But this is kind of just a little off the cuff video because I'm a little bit irritated. I know I made a video yesterday and told you my mom is in dire straits. She pulled through last night. She is still fighting, going to have yet again another dialysis this evening. I don't know, she's a fighter. But I'm sure some, I know not all of you, but some of you are aware that we have our house guest Sarah staying with us. And she had gone through pure hell, similar situation. Her father had passed away unexpectedly, and she left her home, her job, her husband, and came to Virginia to take care of her mother, to which she had, or both of them actually, she had been taking care of her parents for 3 years and off and on for 5 years. She has 3 siblings, all of whom live in different states. None of whom with any consistency before the father's death would come to help. And after the father's death, limited visitation, I would call it, I guess the reason I bring this up is because I'm obviously facing the death of my mother coming up, but as a family, my sister and myself, my mother and my father, we've all prepared accordingly. I don't expect any arguing about property or estates or that stuff has been resolved. But my son has informed me that his grandfather on his mother's side and possibly the grandmother are not doing real well. And they have a large family, brothers and sisters, and I guess I tell this tale as a precautionary story in hopes that they will take heed, or maybe some other people, because this is what I'm going to tell y'all is not uncommon. But so Sarah had planned on staying in Virginia, living in the home, buying them out, and taking care of her mother. Without knowing all the gory details, or at least I don't want to present them as factual because I don't know it as fact, but for whatever reasons, the siblings came in and for all intents and purposes, without Sarah's input, put the house on the market, put all of the belongings in an estate sale, including Sarah's personal belongings, and sold everything out from underneath it. Which is why we took Sarah in. She didn't have anywhere to stay. Wanted to be here for her mother. They put the mother in a assisted living facility. She was on the cusp of having some neurological diagnosis done. And before that occurred, one or all three of the other siblings made all of this happen before the results came. Similar situation happened to my mother when her mother passed. Not going to go there right now. But my point being, the thing that kind of set me off this evening is there were some belongings left in the house after the estate sale. A lot of which were Sarah's personal belongings, clothing, camera equipment, just household things that she had bought, Christmas ornaments she spent a fortune on. They took all of that stuff to a warehouse, an auction warehouse, and they are auctioning it all off tonight. Her bought, paid for, receipt in hand products, to which they will not give back to her, and they're selling for their own financial gain. So she tried to go on the auction and buy her own stuff back. To which got a reply that she had been blocked from participating in the auction. So not only did they steal her shit, they won't even let her buy her own shit back. I mean, vindictive is not strong enough of a word, and I don't even know what they're being vindictive about. As I said, she was the one who left her entire life behind to come take care of her parents and stayed after the father's death. And just to put it mildly, the mother that she was taking care of was not in great health and was not in great spirits. So it was a difficult time for Sarah. But she endured and she did it. And her repayment was having her childhood home stripped away from her without any input, sold, all of her belongings sold, and her mother shipped off to her retirement. She left penniless and homeless in Virginia. When she attempts to buy her own belongings back, she's blocked. So, again, with a little bit of research, this happens a lot, more than I realized. And I put the story out there just for other people, life and death, things come to an end, and it's best to be prepared ahead of time than try and deal with the anxiety of grief and estates and belongings and old wounds and unfinished business. But it is not pretty. I've known Sarah since I was a child. I don't know, I'm not going to presume to know her entire history. I don't know what her family's issue is with her, but since I have been reacquainted with her in the past 6 to 8 months, I've seen nothing but good in that woman. And I've watched her take care of her mother, and feed her mother, and clothe her mother, and take her mother to appointments, and bring her back, and deal with the doctors, deal with the testing, she dealt with it all. I saw it with my own eyes, and that I can testify to be true. at least in front of me, she was respectful and pleasant. Now she did and has admitted to me that she on occasion lost her cool because it was a cantankerous relationship. But she was doing it by herself. She was alone. And I don't care if 30 years ago, I don't know, maybe she did something that upset the, I don't know what the family's pissed off about, but nobody deserves to be treated this way, especially after the death of a loved one and the loss of another without even so much as a goodbye. Just total vindictive manipulation. I mean, even after the fact, even after they got the house and they got the belongings and they got the mother and they don't have to deal with it, they can all go back to their separate states and carry on with their lives and collect the money off the sale of the home and just forget about the mother. Even after they got all that done, they just gotta stick their finger in the wound and rub some salt in it and tell her, no, you can't even buy your own belongings now. We're not gonna let you. We hate you that much. We are just gonna make you feel like a piece of shit that has done nothing for the past 5 years of your life. So, yeah, I'm a little irritated. Like I said, off the cuff video, just to get some shit off my chest. I wanted to use names. She didn't want me to, so I did. But rest assured, there are some pieces of shit out there in the world. They will not hesitate to take advantage of you in your weakest state, when you're most vulnerable, and after you've given all you can to help support. Well, there you go. That's the good news, good advice from the Crippled Craftsman today. Hopefully we'll have some better videos coming up. But as I said, my mother's not doing well. My son's grandfather and grandmother, they're not doing well. Obviously Sarah's not doing well. And I'm trying to quit drinking. This is a hell of a time to quit drinking. All right, see ya.